Welcome to Larry Shaves. Today we have a brand new soap here in the Shave Den we're going to be using. It's from BCSoapsNSuch, and it is called Forbidden Root. Forbidden Root. Blaine Himful has been starting to put together some shave soaps, and we are so thrilled with that. And at the Maggard meetup, after the meetup, we all gathered together and had a nice time of fellowship and visiting. Blaine was there and shared with us some of these soaps that he's been making. And we bought the first one, so we'll be going to use this soap and then also the aftershave by the same name, Forbidden Root. Now, that's not forbidden fruit. That's an Adam and Eve thing, but this is Forbidden Root, and it has a spray top. I really like that. You can spray on and not waste any by dripping it in your hands and so forth. So we're going to be using that. And our hardware today is from the ShaveNation razor given to the channel by Nate Jackson. And he gave this to us at the meetup. He brought a whole pile of stuff for the PIF table. And he said, Larry, is there anything in here you want? I picked one of these. This is an open comb razor on this side, and this side, closed comb. Nate suggested that I begin the shave with the open comb, which is a little more aggressive, and then with the second and maybe third pass, go with the closed comb. So this is a three-piece razor, and I checked on the webpage at ShaveNation just before we recorded this. No longer on their webpage. So it's not available right now, maybe in the future, but we're going to give a shave today with that. We're also going to be using the Yaki brush 24 millimeter brush. Love this little brush. We're going to be using that today in our shave. So we're going to open the lid. Oh, that is outstanding. Look at that. Never been used by me anyway. The scent notes: Sandalwood, Egyptian amber, Himalayan bamboo, Hinoki cypress, moss, and a touch of smoke. So that's what we're going to be shaving with today with Forbidden Root. So we're going to take some soap, scoop it out. Now, we're going to use about that much. Probably a little overkill, but it's better to have too much soap than not enough. That's what I always say. So the Lathered Yeti at the Maggard meetup, talked to him. He has a nice channel. Check out that on YouTube. But he said, I was having trouble getting good lathers, and so he knows all about lathering, thus his name, Lathered Yeti. And he said, spread it out further. Just press it down and get it flat. And you'll have better success with that. Well, we're going to work up our lather, and then I'll be back with our shave. Well, we have worked our lather up. What a great lather this is. I appreciate this soap. And so now we're going to wet our face and start applying the lather. Blaine Himful, who is making this soap, was at the Maggard meetup. He watches our channel, and I tune into his channel as well. He has a channel, and it is Bimful _ shaves. And tune him in. Tall fella. But a real nice fella. He really is. And he's just gotten into the shave soap making business. And he's going to go far. I mean, that is excellent, excellent soap. And so We're going to clear the lips and the sideburns. And then we're going to get started with our shave. We're going to use the open comb first, as suggested by Nate Jackson. I was expecting a real aggressive shave on the open comb, but this hasn't been bad. This is really feeling good. And there is quite a bit of residual slickness from this soap, Forbidden Root. If you're interested in obtaining this, it is on Blaine's Etsy page. Just type in BCSoapsNSuch there at the bottom, BCSoapsNSuch, and it'll take you to his Etsy page. And, well, go to the Etsy page and then type in BC Soaps and Such. I am really enjoying this shave. This is really, really outstanding. Put a little more lather on the neck. Pass number 1 coming along nicely. And we're using the open comb on the first pass. Boy, that is really close, but comfortable. Nice and smooth. Now you'll notice I dip and rinse my razor off in the water quite a bit. Somebody suggested that on a comment the other day that I just turn the razor over. Well, I do. Not with this one, though, because I'm using the open comb. But the reason I rinse the razor off a lot is to moisten up the razor. It does more for me. It makes it a smoother shave and less aggressive shave if I keep the razor wet. So that's why I do that. It's on design. Now, under the nose, I notice more aggression. So I will not, and don't press down on any double-edged safety razor. Don't, just a light touch. All you need. Forbidden Root, BC Soaps and Such. All right, there's pass number 1. So let's I'm getting water all over me. That's re-lather. From his Etsy page concerning Forbidden Root, it says, you'll find yourself deep in the Appalachian Mountains in a fog-filled valley. You'll find a small, unassuming tree covered in moss in the darkness of parts of the valley floor. Despite these trying conditions, it still grows strong. Talking about Forbidden Root. So let's take this Forbidden Root and re-lather with it. And we're going to do pass number 2. Pass number 1 is north to south, generally. And pass number 2 is east to west or across the grain, generally. All right. So with this one, we're going to use the closed comb, which gives you less aggression, less closeness to the razor. Again, that residual slickness allows you to go a little lighter, lightness on the side, north to south. Yeah, it's great. Indicative of a great shave soap. Boy, this is really a nice razor. I appreciate Nate Jackson providing this to the channel. It's great. I got a couple other razors from him we'll be using in the future as well. And some shave soap. Great, generous man, Nate Jackson. I got all kinds of soaps and splashes, razors at the meetups. And I told somebody it'll take me to 2028 to get all the videos on all that stuff done. That's a little exaggeration, but I do have lots of stuff. Took my wife along, and that helped because she was picking out soap, opening the lid, smelling it. That would be good for you to get. It worked out great. She picked out a lot of good stuff. And if she's happy, I'm happy. I have a little blemish here I had the other day. No, I didn't cut myself or anything. It just showed up. So I'm trying to be careful of that spot. That is fantastic. Pass number 2, I'm not going to need a third pass. So I'm going to rinse my face, dry it off, and then we'll be back with the aftershave splash. We're all set for the aftershave, and it is Forbidden Root again with the spray top. So we'll just take the cap off, take a couple of squirts to get it started, and we're going to put 2 squirts on each side. That's all I need. Let's try one more on each side. It smells so good. Forbidden Root from BCSoapsNSuch. Blaine Hemphill is the person that made this. I'm going to work it in just a little bit. Wow. What a nice shave. Great razor from ShaveNation, a great soap, and a great aftershave. And so we've been shaving today with Forbidden Root from BCSoapsNSuch. Blaine Hemphill has made this, and it is outstanding. I would encourage you to check out the page. He's got a couple other soaps on the page, and then watch his YouTube channel as well, Bimful Shaves. And I know he'd appreciate that. Well, thank you for joining me today here in the Shave Den. We're going to have another shave soon. In the meantime, if you would subscribe to the channel, it would help us out a great deal. And then join us again very soon for another shave here in the Shave Den. Until then, happy shaving.